want to know a funny story? I have been trying to work out why the quality of the videos wasn't very good. I had been filming from the front camera of my phone and not the back camera.
Oops.
It's half term, the kids are off. Friday's usually my filming sewing day. That's not going to happen. So I'm doing a quick little video again this week so we can go back to sewing next week and actually do something properly. But instead, I'm doing a little video showing my favourite sewing projects that I've done, that's come out the best, that I made, enjoyed, the pattern was great, etc. I'd say a big thank you to Julie, who makes her own clothes. She shouted me out on her YouTube video and it's really, really amazing. I've had some lovely, lovely people come over and watch my videos too and subscribe, and it's amazing. And I am very, very grateful to her for shouting me out. My first outfit, tiered maxi skirt with an elastic waist, which I did a self-drafted skirt for this. So just literally a rectangle, chucked in an elastic waistband together, and then a tier on the bottom. It's made in Ankara African wax print. I have a fabric shop and an amazing lady in there who sells so many beautiful African wax print fabrics, as well as sort of normal fashion fabrics. I love going to see her, and I always end up with a wax print cotton, and they're so nice to sew with as well, which is great. The top, so the top is this very, very not true, very easy Vogue pattern. So for this option, I did option C because I loved the sleeves in here and then having a big bow on the front. It wasn't too bad, sort of doing this wrap over detail, and then it's got like a keyhole bit for poking the tie to tie round, and it comes all the way round. That was a little bit tricky, but it wasn't too bad. The only thing I needed to do, I didn't really work on the fitting again with this. The shoulders are too big for me. And so I should have, I never do a fitting and amendments usually because I'm too lazy, but the shoulders are too big for me. I should have taken the shoulders up like this, and then it would fit across this part a bit better. I might do that one day if I can be bothered to take it apart and make the adjustments, but probably I won't. I did, however, have enough with this to make a cute little bag too. This is just a self-drafted bag. It's just a little tote bag type thing to go with it, with a big frill that sort of matched the tier and matched the sleeves. So it's super, super cute. I've never worn it out of the house yet. I haven't found anywhere that I wanted to wear it yet, but maybe one day I might wear it. But overall, not a bad top. I quite like it. I would make again, probably in a different option, but just make the sleeve adjustment. You have probably heard me talk about Gertie already if you watched one of my other videos. I stumbled across her when down a sewing video rabbit hole on YouTube, and I completely fell in love with her whole aesthetic. It's very vintage. Is this? So Gertie sews Jiffy dresses, and this is the popover dress, which is what this is made at. I haven't got the tutu skirt petticoat under here. I do have one of these style belts, but I couldn't find it, so I haven't got it on for this video, but you get the gist of what this looks like. In this book as well, there's lots of other dress patterns. I think they're beautiful. This dress was really, really easy to make. It's 4 pieces with or without the pockets if you want to. So that's the popover dress. And yeah, it honestly is just 4 panels. It's got a sort of self-facing on the neckline. The armhole facing isn't too bad either. And then you get these cute little bows to kind of do the shoulder detail, which is really, really cute. I love this dress. I need to go to a vintage tea party or afternoon garden party or somewhere to be able to wear it fully and go for the full vintage fantasy look, because I think it's amazing. I find her videos so simple and easy. The way that she sews and explains things is incredibly easy. There's a full video tutorial of how to make this dress as well, which I absolutely love, because it makes it really easy to follow and you get it exactly bang on. And I highly recommend, if you need a vintage dress very, very quickly, it fits the bill perfectly. Another day, well, another project and another Vogue project. I saw this whilst browsing online one time and instantly fell in love with these shoulders. Sleeves. They are a 2-piece sleeve construction, which I'd not seen on anything before either as well. They are incredible. I absolutely love these sleeves so much. They are so cool. This was a tricky pattern. I totally underestimated exactly how difficult it might be. Luckily, I this time, rather than using this incredible fabric, so this is another African wax print Ankara fabric, I've got enough left that I intended on making the trousers to match as well. I don't think I actually have enough to make the trousers too. I might make something different to go with them. So at the minute, it's just the top that's made. The instructions on this are so vague. So luckily I made a twirl in calico first, because I put things on completely wrong the first time round. It's very unclear, very, very tricky. It's got an invisible side zip as well to get in and out. The way that the collar construction was a bit strange and it's not come out exactly how it should. That is something that I would like. It shouldn't have this edge bit here. The collar looks like it's supposed to completely fit all the way and be straight, but it didn't work out that way, so I ended up just adjusting it. Inside as well, I was very ambitious and I bound all of the seam finishing. Hong Kong finish, I've heard it referred to before. So everything, well, actually, apart from the sleeves, I lie. The sleeve seams haven't, but everything inside is finished with black binding, which makes it look lovely inside for a really high-end designer finish as well, which is what I wanted to achieve. Again, I've never worn it out the house, and now I've actually got it on. I don't know why I haven't, because it's just incredible. These sleeves are just the best. I need to just add these sleeves into lots and lots of other patterns, because they're so good. So good. But overall, a very, very tricky pattern. If you like it, I would attempt a practiced 100% first. But it does come out really good if you do work it out. I might do a video one day of redoing it again as another option, just as a sew along video maybe, because it would be helpful, I think. And there isn't one that exists. I tried to find a sewing tutorial, any sort of video to try and help me, and it's just not there. So maybe one day I'll make one to help some others out. This is my favourite dress I've ever made. And it's a bit of a hack. So I used to subscribe, like a lot of people, maybe when they first start home sewing, you join all of the sewing magazine subscriptions to get all of the patterns that get delivered once a month with them. So I ended up with quite a lot of patterns. This was one in the beginning. I did make this dress 2 years ago, maybe, but I hacked this pattern basically. The sleeves weren't enough. My inspiration was an Alexander McQueen dress from a spring summer collection a couple of years ago. It must have been the collection at the time, and they had these incredible dresses. Changed the neckline, added this huge neck ruffle, which was so tricky to do. And it doesn't really, because it's so bulky then inside this neck facing part, it does sort of sprout out a little bit, even though it is understitched as well. Still, it still never quite fully sits turned under, which annoys me, but it's still amazing. I changed the sleeves and added this tie detail, so you can make them tighter so they're a little bit more puffy. But I love this detail. I really, really like this detail on the sleeves. It's really good. I elasticated all of the waist instead, rather than attempting to do any other sort of zip or fastening option. I wanted just an easy option. It's got inseam pockets. I added inseam pockets. I had to. Now it is quite a loose fit, but it is elasticated at the back here. I personally would prefer for it to be more like this. So one day again, I'd make the adjustment so that it's got tight elastic in the front as well, because I didn't add it in the front part of the bodice, it's only in the back. I love this dress so much. I've only worn it once and I feel like it doesn't get enough of an outing, so maybe I might start wearing it if I actually leave the house more in my life. Forgot how nice this dress is. This is the dress. So closet core patterns and whatever this, Elodie. I saw this on their Instagram and wanted it instantly. I saw some fabric that would be perfect for it. This was from Pound a Meter, who I use quite often, so it was an absolute bargain. I was very ambitious at the time because I didn't really quite realise the type of drapey fabric that it was. It had French seams as well, which I'd never done before. And again, this has got that keyhole tie round detail, which is a bit messy, I must admit. This isn't my best sewing, but considering I think I was only in my first year of garment making, it's pretty darn good. It fits me so much better now than it ever did before. I am definitely going to wear this now. It's so nice. It's got lovely sort of gather back darts here for this really, really nice shape on the sleeves. It fits lovely on here, which it didn't a year ago, but that is because I am a slightly smaller size now than a year ago, which is a bonus. And it's just a lovely wrap detail. Looks so good for my shape because I don't really have a waist shape. I'm quite straight. Anything that's like a wrap cinched waist detail makes me look more shapely, which is a bonus. It's a lovely midi sort of length. Oh, it's beautiful. I forgot how nice it is. But I probably will make her again because now I know a bit more and I'm slightly better at sewing. I could probably make a newer version that might be a little bit tidier, but I can get away with this one. This is pretty good. Yay! Just got myself a new dress for next spring summer probably. It's beautiful. last but not least, I couldn't not include two of my favourite projects from this book again. Loads of you have been saying how much you're now going to have a look at this book, which is really, really good because I do love it. I recommend it. I think that the patterns in here have been really easy to follow, and they're ones that you would actually wear. My Christmas dress that I'm attempting in another video later on is in here, so we'll see how that one goes. The paper bag waist shorts. I've worn these all summer. They're fab. I was so chuffed with myself when I made these as well. What's really, really good is you can go back. Yes, there aren't really as such any sewing tutorials, but if you go back and watch the Great British Sewing Bee episode that this is from, you can then get some pointers if you're confused about how to do the construction. But it wasn't too bad. The fold over waist part was probably the trickiest bit, and getting your head round how to do the fold ups, like the turn ups of the hems. The trickiest bit is this waistband part of trying to get everything in, because you've got an elastic in there, plus they've turned over, plus there's also the belt loops. So that bit was a bit hairy, but I managed to do it first time, and it's so neat, and I was super chuffed with myself. But they're lovely, very, very amazing shorts. I have to talk about this jacket. This jacket was a labour of love. These are all my husband's old jeans, all cut up and patchworked together. And then inside, I made it reversible. And inside is amazing leopard print. I've only ever worn it this way, actually. I've never worn it the leopard print way, but it's just bias bound on all of the seams, which is a lovely finish. I entered this jacket into a local sewing competition for an upcycling sewing competition, and it won first prize, and I was so impressed because there were some really, really good entries as well. There were wedding dresses out of curtain fabric. I don't know, there was loads of others, but it was really good. But I was so proud, so proud. And this is out of the book as well. This is just the quilted jacket pattern. I forgot how cute it is this way too. I really should wear it this way because that is cool. But it's just it was quite straightforward. If you didn't do it as a quilted option, you could easily just make this as a little boxy sort of jacket option. It's very good. I liked it. So a nice little jacket. Yes. That is all from this week. Next week, it's back to normality, back to a real sewing project. And I am going to get one of my autumn winter projects done because we're slacking. There's only 2 complete out of the 5. So we need to hurry it along. So back to normal sewing next week. Thank you for watching, and please don't forget to subscribe.